Yeah. Hi everyone. Good morning and good evening if you are in a different time zone. Thanks for joining today's Salesforce LWC online training from SV TechSoft. Okay. Guys, I said my screen. Please let me know once you're able to see it. Okay. Hi everyone. Okay, thanks for joining today's Salesforce Lightning Web Component online training from SV TechSoft. Before start the overview of today's demo, let me introduce myself. Okay, my name is 𝐒𝐤𝐿 I do have almost 12 plus years of experience in Salesforce. I'm currently working in company as a technical lead. Okay, okay, as well as I'm like in 16X, okay, Salesforce certified professional. Okay, this is all about me. I have been giving this training from last 10 years. Okay, you know, today actually I will give the overview of what is Lightning Web Component. What is the prerequisite to learn this Lightning Web Component? Okay. Yeah. First of all, before start today's demo, what is the prerequisite to learn this Lightning Web Component? Okay, the Salesforce development perspective, LWC plays the key role nowadays. Each and every project client was asked to do the development in the Lightning Web Component. The Salesforce we do have classic after the Lightning Aura. Now it comes to the LWC. Right, LWC is the most trending, okay, web technology, right, within Salesforce. You know, to learn this LWC, what are the prerequisite? Means, compulsory you have basic HTML, basic CSS, and basic JavaScript. For example, if you do not have any knowledge on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, no need to worry. Within this training program, we will be start with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If it doesn't have any knowledge or any idea on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, no need to worry. We will be teach that one also in this particular course. Okay. First of all, before start in our Lightning Web Component, okay, first of all, we have to be know what is this Lightning framework. You know, the Salesforce LWC is also one of the Lightning framework. Right? What is Lightning framework? The Lightning framework is part of Salesforce only. What is this Lightning framework? The Lightning component framework is a UI framework for developing a single page application for mobile as well as desktop device. Lightning component using two programming modules. One is the Aura component model, another one is Lightning Web Component model. Aura is before coming to the LWC, the Salesforce use Aura. The latter, okay, since 2019 onwards, LWC came into the picture. Before, Aura would be there. Lightning component using two programming model. What is that means? One is Aura older version. Now LWC is the latest version. There will be two different programming models in Lightning component. Those will be Aura and LWC. What is Salesforce Lightning? Okay, why it is more demand? We'll see. The Salesforce Lightning is a component-based framework for app development from Salesforce.com that is designed to simplify the process of the business user who typically do not have the programming language. you know Basically the Lightning is the more quicker and faster compared to the other older versions. Okay, earlier the Salesforce have the classic version, the developing the pages and everything on Visual Force pages and all, because okay, the page take lot of time to load as well as display the data on UI. But Lightning, once the Lightning came into the picture, okay, it is overcome all the situations. What are the difficulty faced? Everything is overcome. It will be give the modern UI to the users, as well as it is more flexible than quick responsive to the user. See, Lightning features will be Lightning experience as well as GUI, graphical user interface, that is optimize this particular speed and give quick response to the user. Okay, that is the reason the Salesforce Lightning is nowadays modern UI technologies. Okay. Okay, coming to the Lightning Web Component. What is Lightning Web Component? Why it is more demand? Okay. See, later we will be discuss the difference between Aura and LWC and everything. No need to worry. Just giving quick overview. What is Lightning Web Component? Lightning Web Component uses the core Web Component standard and provides only what necessary to perform well in the browser supported by Salesforce.com. The Salesforce already have the classic coming into Lightning. They do have Aura and LWC. Okay. What is the main advantage using this particular LWC compared to Aura means? Lightning Web Component uses the more core Web Component standard. Okay, lot of standards, because whenever you standard, it will give the quick response on the page. Okay, no need to depending on the server side or anything. Within the particular client side on the page itself, it will give the very fast response. And also it provides only what necessary to perform well in browser supported by salesforce.com. The page you are displaying hundreds of things, but you have to be perform action on only one thing. Whenever you do perform any action one thing, LWC take that particular action only. It do not bother about the remaining 99 things. It will be taking care action on only one thing. It do perform some action and give the particular update on the only one action. Okay, no need to worry on the remaining 99 things. That is the reason it give very quick response. Okay, if you see this particular point, provide only what necessary to perform well in browser supported by Salesforce.com. What is really required to perform that thing only. Okay, that thing only the particular action will be bothered. No need to worry on the remaining things. Okay. Okay, LWC because it's built on code that run natively on browser. Lightning Web Component is a lightweight and delivers exceptional performance. Okay, the LWC is very lightweight. That is the reason if user give any request or any something, it LWC give very quick and faster response. That is the reason it deliver exceptional performance on the particular page. Okay, this is all about LWC. Now, okay, before coming to the LWC, let we quickly discuss about what is the web stack in older version. The Salesforce came in the year 2005 something, right? That time the Salesforce started using the classic version. Classic means Visual Force pages. Okay, yes, objects and everything will be there, right? But later, 2014-15 onwards, Aura came into the picture, right? Lightning Aura. LWC came in the year from since 2019 onwards, LWC came. Okay, before 2019, Aura came. Okay, Aura actually when it is came in the year 2014-15, in between, the Aura came into the picture. First, quickly discuss about 2014 web stack, how it looked like. In the year 2014 web stack, how it looked like means, any particular UI, graphical user interface, any particular UI, they do have the framework and standards will be the web standard. Okay, we do have HTML and everything, right? Web pages, and the particular web pages and everything, JavaScript and everything will be run on some ECMAScripts. That ECMAScript, they do have the framework and web standard. In the year 2014, the particular ECMAScript has more and more framework and less web standard. Okay, see, in 2014 year, basic features we are missing from the native web stack. Okay, another one is here in the 2014 web stack, a lot of framework will be there. Framework means each and everything we have to be built on code itself. It's not standard. If you need to be achieve some kind of requirement, we have to be design some framework using some codes. We have to be write, so dependent on the particular developer to build the particular framework. Framework comes under data service, UI component, component model, template, rendering optimization, modules, language extension. Those are framework. But web standard wise, ECMAScript 5, events, standard element, rendering, and everything. Okay. Like a lot of framework and web standard. Because of this reason, page also take bit time to load and give the response on UI. But later 2019, okay, ECMAScript will be there. ECMAScript there is a company, they will give the kind of framework to the particular browser, JavaScript company. Okay. In the latter 2019, whatever earlier in the web stack in the year 2014, everything, those all are framework. All framework is transferred into the web standards. The standard. In 2019, these are the framework. In 2019 web stack model, how it look like means less framework and more web standard. Okay. Okay, let me repeat it. It will be less framework and more web standard. Whatever in the year 2014 web stack, all the framework is transferred to the web standard. Okay. Whatever we have data service, UI component model, templates, okay, events, modules, and everything will be moved into the web standard. Here, more and more standard, then less framework. It give an exceptional performance on UI. It will give very fast and lightweight. Okay. Because of this particular, okay, by using this web standard and everything, the Salesforce has built the LWC. LWC is the separate programming language in Salesforce. Understand? Okay. It was built on ECMAScript 7 and later versions 7, 8, 9. Because ECMAScript means they were give the some standard web standard, more and more add-ons. Okay. LWC was built on ECMAScript 7 in the year 2019. That time ECMAScript 7 is there. Nowadays ECMAScript 11, 12, the latest versions are there. It was upgraded. But on top of the ECMAScript 7, the Salesforce built LWC. Okay. These all are about web stack, the process. Earlier, we do have, okay, more framework and less web standard. Now, since 2019 onwards, okay, it will be more web standard and less framework. Okay, understand? Now, what are LWC? What are Lightning Web Component? This is what in 2019 the Salesforce has built their own programming model, that is LWC, Lightning Web Component. Okay. Now, what are LWC? What is this Lightning Web Component? Lightning Web Component is a new methodology to develop Lightning component, which are custom template built purely on HTML5, CSS, and JavaScript. JavaScript means, as I mentioned, right, ECMAScript 6 above onwards, it was built on LWC. ECMAScript 6, 7, 8, 9, and all is there. ECMAScript, there is some European company, they will give some web standard. Okay. This is the new methodology to develop the Lightning component in Salesforce. Lightning Web Component uses the more web standard as compared to the Aura. I already shown you the 2014 web stack. Web stack will be less web standard and more framework, right? But in Lightning Web Component uses more web standard in reverse, more web standard as compared to the Aura. Okay. How it look like means the LWC uses the HTML5 and ECMAScript 6, then shadow DOM and HTML import and everything. Okay. Did you got what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. Here, LWC give the better performance than Aura component, as these are lightweight and supported by all native browsers. Okay. Because of this reason, LWC is, okay. Okay, LWC okay, LWC uses for faster development, okay, as well as it give the quick response to the UI. In Aura, the page take some time to load and give the particular result on UI. But in LWC, it's not like that because okay, LWC by default using the lot of okay web standard and less framework. Okay. Another thing is LWC is the lightweight application. Okay, and it's supported by all native browsers. Okay. Then let me quickly discuss about what are the benefits of using this particular LWC. So far we discussed about what is LWC only. Okay, why we have to use LWC. But now we will be discuss about what are the benefits we get using this LWC. We do have already our component, but why the Salesforce came up with LWC? Because LWC uses the more web standard and less framework. No need to depending upon to develop because we can use the some standard functionality we can get easily on particular UI. Okay, what are the benefits? Means first benefit wise is lightning. Okay, LWC is the lightweight framework compared to the Aura. It give the lightweight. Lightweight means it give very quicker response. If you give any request something on the page, you get immediate response. Another thing is better performance. Better performance means it gives the speed wise kind of thing because it's lightning framework. It will okay. So obviously it will give the better performance on UI. Okay, another thing is some design perspective. Okay, LWC and everything. It was okay. It will give the some modern UI behavior on UI. Another thing is LWC. The benefit wise, it is give the more and more web standard as I told you right. 2019 web stack by default it will be more web standard and less framework. Okay. Okay, then here LWC by default ECMAScript any upgrade something. By default LWC also upgrade, it will be give the modern web standard. Another thing is okay, another best advantage is okay, LWC is always compatible with Aura component because okay, if you use LWC, okay, for example, your project is already in Aura, okay, LWC and Aura, these components are coexisting on the same page. Okay, no need to worry. For example, my project was already built on Aura component. Do I have to be go with Aura component or do I go with LWC? Means your wish, because LWC and Aura can coexisting on the same page itself. Okay, if your project is already there in Aura, no need to worry. If you want to develop your component in LWC, you can, because these are compatible. Okay, LWC is always compatible with Aura component. Another thing is easy to use. Okay, if you build any component or anything wherever you want. For example, if you want to add your component on app page, record page, home page, or you want to be adding community, you can add. Okay, here whenever you have to be built any LWC component further, no need to learn any different framework to develop an application in Salesforce. No need to learn any other framework, no need to learn any other technology. Only LWC is enough. Another thing is okay, on particular LWC, if you have to be test any particular component or anything, it will give the better testing using the just is some kind of scripting kind of thing. Using this just, you can test your LWC component and everything. Another thing is LWC give the better security. Okay. Okay, actually how you do have sharing rules and everything, it will be automatically applicable on the record and everything. Okay, it will give the better security. These all are different benefits we get using this LWC. Okay, just let me give some keynotes, means important points. Aura can use LWC, but LWC cannot use Aura. LWC and Aura, these two are two programming models in Lightning component. Correct enough? I told you already in the previous slide. Lightning component having two programming model. One is Aura, another one is LWC. Aura is the older version, then Aura is the latest version. Aura can use LWC, Means Aura component can use the LWC component, but LWC component cannot use Aura. Okay. Another thing is, okay, you may have some question in the mind. LWC is going to replace Aura. Answer is LWC is not going to replace any Aura. If your project is already there in Aura, you have to be keep running until they migrate to LWC. No need. No need to migrate your complete project in LWC. Means if your project is already there in Aura, just in further components, if you want to be the quick response or modern UI, then lot of new features or anything, you can go with LWC. Otherwise, you can proceed with your Aura one. Another thing is very important thing is Aura and LWC can coexist in the same page. Means okay, within the single record page, you can add Aura component as well as you can add the LWC component. You can add both component. Okay, these are the some key important notes. Now, set up your Salesforce DX, okay, environment, development environment. Okay, how you can set up your Salesforce development environment means, first of all, if you have to be work on LWC component, first thing is compulsory you have to be install VS Code. VS Code means Visual Studio Code. This is the some separate tool. You have to be installed and configure in your system. After that, here, if you have to be work on Salesforce, for example, Visual Code is not only compatible with Salesforce. Okay, whenever you have VS Code, you by using VS Code, you can develop the particular HTML pages, then JavaScript, or React.js. You can work on a number of technology. But here actually for the Salesforce perspective also, if you want to be create or develop any component or anything, for that also you can use this particular Visual Studio Code. But especially if you have to be work on Salesforce, you have to be install one more, okay, one more particular, okay, software, that is the CLA. CLA means command line interface. Okay, to download the particular Salesforce, go and type in Google Salesforce CLI download. It will be redirected to the salesforce.com tools. You can simply download, then you can install in the system. That's it. Okay. Then once you have, okay, once you have VS Code or anything, you have to be install some kind of extensions, Salesforce extensions kind of thing. Okay. That particular extensions you can add so that you have to be start working on Salesforce. By using Salesforce, you can create your LWC component. You can deploy your LWC component by using this tool. You can do that. This is all about. No need to worry. I will be show you everything how we can install and everything. I will be okay. I will be show you in our some regular classes. Okay. No need to worry on this. Another thing is LWC architecture. This is the very important thing. Okay. Similarly, okay, all most of full stack modern web development technology like React.js and everything, JavaScript and everything. Similarly, Salesforce LWC also have followed the type of architecture is MVC. MVC is nothing but model view controller, but it's quite different from traditional MVC architecture because instead of one control, MVC is nothing but model view controller. Model is nothing but here database. V is nothing but viewing the particular page on UI perspective. Controller is nothing but the logic, business logic. Okay, here, but it quite okay, sorry, but it's okay, but it's quite different from traditional MVC architecture because instead of one controller here, they were using two different controllers. What are the two different controller means? One is the client side controller, another one is server side controller. Client side controller means it will be work on JavaScript. Server side controller means it will be work on FS classes. Okay, like development perspective. Okay, this is the HTML page or anything. Okay, if you have to be applicable any kind of CSS styles, the page width, then header tags, then color and anything, you have to be get it from the CSS, cascading style sheet. Okay, within the HTML page, if you have to be give any request, okay. If it is client side means JavaScript, no need to call any server side. It will be give the complete page and everything valid by using the client side. For example, if you have to be perform some kind of DML operations, insert or update, delete something on the particular database further, you have to be depend on the server side call by using Apex. Okay. Whenever you have to make Apex call, it will be hit on the database. Okay, Salesforce LWC also have follow the type of architecture is MVC, but okay, but it's followed the controller wise. It will be followed there will be two different type of controllers are there in okay small LWC. One is the client side controller, another one is server side controller. Then for example, okay. Okay, before going and seeing the bundles of LWC bundles come into the picture, whenever you have to be creating any particular component or anything, that time you have to be see the bundle. Okay. First of all, okay, I make question. For example, should I start with Aura or LWC? For example, if you have any project or your manager will be asked, okay, your wish, whatever you want to go with Aura, okay, you can create by using Aura or LWC. That time, okay, you may get one question. Should I start with Aura or LWC? Okay, okay, you have to be always try to use LWC. And in case if there is any limitation in framework and stopping you from the from using LWC, then you go with Aura component. Otherwise, will always Salesforce recommended try to use LWC. Okay, clear? Okay. Here, okay, how to install? Sorry, someone was messaging. Okay, Jamal Ahmad, I'm not having coding background. Will it be possible to learn HTML? Yes, obviously. Okay, you know, this is the some, okay, see, to learn this particular LWC, no need any programming language. Okay, but basic HTML and JavaScript is required, will be teach in the part of this training. Okay, yeah. First of all, before going to this particular bundle or anything, let me give quickly overview of okay how to install VS Code. First of all, to install the VS Code, what I mentioned, okay. So first of all, you have require the Salesforce CLI software. Install CLI. How you have to be install Salesforce CLI? To install the Salesforce CLI, you can go to Google, just you can type okay Salesforce CLI tool. Otherwise, you have to be go to it's okay salesforce.com/tools/Salesforce CLI. That's it. Okay, you will get some downloadable thing. Okay, as per your operating system, you can download as per your operating system and your bit 64 or 83 bit. You have to be download it. Then you can install in your local machine. Let me show you. Salesforce CLI download. Developer.salesforce.com tools under Salesforce CLI. Whenever you have to be click on this one, it will be some ask to download the particular software. Okay, according to your operating system, you have to be click, you have to download. For example, okay, for example, actually, if you are maintaining the Mac operating system, you have to be click on Mac. Okay, you have to be download. Okay, if you have to be click on Windows, okay, based on your bit, you have to be download and install that one. Once you have installed and anything, first you have to be check your command prompt whether my particular Salesforce CLI was installed or not. Just you can type sfdx. Okay, sfdx. Okay, Salesforce development environment. If you get like this, it was installed the Salesforce CLI successfully. If you want to know the version of your Salesforce CLI, sfdx space hyphen version. Okay, what type of version was installed the particular Salesforce CLI, you get it. If you want to make any update or changes, for example, so if you want to get the latest update from the Salesforce CLI in your local machine, just you have to be use the command sfdx update. Okay, these are the different commands are there. First of all, what is this particular Salesforce CLI? Okay, Salesforce CLI. Okay, Salesforce CLI provides a quick way to run operations for creating and configure scratch orgs and also developing components. What is mean of scratch org? Okay, scratch orgs are disposable orgs in Salesforce. Okay, what is mean of disposable? Means you do have production environment. Okay, for example, okay, there will be some new development came because of all data exact copy should be there in the production. But on top of that, if you have to be do some more changes or do some kind of development for that, you have to be create some scratch or scratch org means disposable orgs because it will be valid with some certain time period like maximum, okay, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days like that. After 30 days, the account will be automatically delete. Okay, it's not available. That is the reason scratch orgs are disposable orgs to support development and testing. Okay, how we can create scratch orgs or anything? To create scratch orgs, there will be an option will be there, dev hub. If you can go to the quick find, okay, once you can log in into Salesforce, go to setup in quick find, just you can search with the dev hub. Okay, okay, here you have to be keep some notes. The dev hub future available only in the in your okay in your something free editions as well as in the production only. It's not available in the sandbox. Okay, yeah, let me repeat it again. Dev hub future is not available in sandbox. It available only in developer org and production. Once you enable your dev hub, that you cannot disable it. Basically, why you have to be use this dev hub to create any scratch orgs. Okay, now we are currently discussing Salesforce CLI. Salesforce CLI is the main purpose is okay. By using the Salesforce CLI, provide quick way to run operations for creating and configuring the scratch orgs and develop your component. This is also part of Salesforce DX toolset. Salesforce CLI is a command line interface that simplifies the development and build automation when working with your Salesforce org. This is all about Salesforce CLI. After that, you need the VS Code. VS Code is a development environment. Okay, you have to be simply go to Google VS Code. You can simply type codevisualstudio.com download. Okay, by default you will get the latest version. Okay, based on your Windows or some so Ubuntu or Mac OS. Based on that, you can simply click on download. You have to be installed. What is this particular Visual Studio Code? Visual Studio Code is the go-to code editor for Salesforce development. It's a free, open source and available for Windows, Linux and Mac OS. This editor has easy to install extensions for syntax highlighting, code completion, and many more. Okay, this is the Salesforce CLI. Once, let me open the VS Code. This is my VS Code. Clear? Here, okay. For example, once you have VS Code, once you have already installed Salesforce CLI, if you have to be work on Salesforce something, first, there will be, in left side, by default, you will get some options will be there. Some kind of explore options, then search, then source control. Explore means whatever files, whatever projects you have, that project, if you click on it, it will be open the particular project. Or if you have to be search any one of the component from the particular project, or you have to be find some characters or some word, you can search. Then your source control will be there. Source control means you have to be integrate with your repository. Okay, we do have some repository by using Git or VSS or anything, you can do that. Another thing is if you have to be run or debug your component or particular anything, you can do that here. Another thing is extensions will be there. What is mean of extension means, okay, by default, the particular VS Code will be support huge number of extensions. For example, okay, the color coding or the particular different things. Lot of features will be there extension. Each extension will be different purpose. For example, if you have to be work with Salesforce using VS Code, compulsory you have to be add one extension. That is the Salesforce extension pack. Salesforce action pack. Let me repeat it again. If you have to be work on Salesforce using VS Code, you have to be add extension Salesforce actions pack. Okay, Salesforce extensions pack. Okay, once you're already installed, by default you will get disable and uninstall. If you want to uninstall, you can do reinstall again. You can install it again. Okay, if you have to be work on the particular Salesforce, compulsory you have this particular extension pack. Another thing is, okay, to create any particular component or anything by using this particular VS Code, you can create either by using this command palette, because you already have the Salesforce CLI, right? You can create your component by using command palette, or you can create by using this particular VS Code. To create your component means, before creating your component, first of all you have to be create a particular project. Everyone has a number of accounts, maybe like in, for example, if you have work for company, you have to be do some project to the specific client, correct or not? That client provides some sandbox or the production credentials. For example, if you are a learner, you would have your own developer or, correct or not? For example, if you have to do practice on your developer or, in that case, you have to be create some project on the particular org. Okay, for each org determines one particular project. Within the project, you can add whatever components if you have created and everything will be stored into the particular org. For that, first you have to be create a project. To create a project, first you have to be go to view, click on view, or you have to be click on command palette. Go to view and click on command palette. First, you have to be create a project, or you have to be create your component. If you're already done the particular project, you have to be create a particular component. For that, open your VS Code. Okay, click on view. There will be a command palette. Otherwise, there will be shortcut will be there right side. What is the shortcut? Control Shift P means you have to be click Control Shift P at a time. If I click on Control Shift P, you will get one palette. This is what palette, command palette. Okay, palette here. Okay, whenever you have installed the Salesforce CLI, it is support to the Salesforce, right? By default, all commands will be start with SFDX. SFDX is a namespace. Okay, first of all, to create any particular project, the namespace SFDX colon, what is it? Create a project with manifest. For example, if I use create project, how many comments are create project with manifest, create project? What is the difference means create project and create project with manifest? Create project means whenever you create any particular project, you will not get any package.xml. For example, whenever you have created a project, here force.com/app main default, right? There is a manifest is there. Manifest means package.xml. Whatever components you have to be add in this particular VS Code or anything, there will be one package.xml. Whenever you have to be create project by using SFDX create project, you won't get any manifest under the particular project. But whenever you have to be select the palette of SFDX create project with manifest, you will get manifest under package.xml. Whatever components you have to be retrieved. Okay, if you have to be any specific component instead of asterisk, you can define. Those only will be get retrieved, okay, retrieved in this particular project. Clear? First of all, once you have created project, I already create a particular project. Okay. Once you have created a project or anything, first you have to be authorized in an org because of, as a developer or a learner, I can create a number of projects, but this particular is related to which particular my Salesforce environment, which Salesforce account to be linked of this particular project. For that, you have to be authorized your Salesforce org with this particular project. Understand? This particular project is related to one of my Salesforce account. How you have to be achieve that one means for that, you have to be go to the command palette again. You have to be enter SFDX. There will be one more command line will be the command palette. What is it? Authorize an org. In this particular project has to be authorized with which particular org. Whenever you have to be click on authorize org, it will be asked like that. You have to be log in your Salesforce or by using project default means by using the some domain kind of thing. Okay, project login define. Okay, because okay, within this particular project, we by default set that one login or any domain, it will be deleted by default. Otherwise, if you have to be go to production or you have to be go to sandbox or your project is already have some specific domain kind of thing, you have to be enter domain URL. It will be redirected to the particular org. For example, if I click on production, just VS Code or anything, okay, just you can enter any domain name or anything, just click and enter. It will be, you see the output, the terminal, you will be get the output. It will be redirected to the particular my web page. It will be ask the Salesforce username and password. For example, let me enter my username, valid username and password. Okay. This is my Salesforce personal org. Whenever I enter, you see. Okay, I clicked on the particular login at salesforce.com because of there was an error something because of I entered wrong password. You will be get okay some error kind of thing. For example, if you want to be retry again, same authorization org, but I already an authorized today morning. That is the reason my particular authorization will be already happen here. No need to do for each time login. You can do one time activity tomorrow also, no need that one. Okay, I already did this one. Okay, that is the reason this particular my project is already integrated with my personal Salesforce account. For example, if you have to be create any particular LWC component by using VS Code, not only LWC, you can create a test class, you can create some another object, you can create one some component, lightning or a component, you can create LWC component, you can do a number of thing activity you can do with this particular VS Code, any development activity. But compulsory, if you have to be work on LWC, you have compulsory need require VS Code because LWC component you cannot create using developer console. You have compulsory maintain the VS Code tool. Okay, to create any LWC component, you have to be go to the palette again, SFDX. There will be one command is there, create lightning web component. Lightning web component. You just click on this, okay, lightning web component. It is ask what file name you want to be create. Just I will give my component name is first LWC component. If you have click on enter, it will be give some path like that because your file will be stored under post.com/main/default LWC because you selected an option create LWC component, but the component will be stored on this particular directory. You see this error. Okay, sorry. Okay, it will be give loading. If your component get created something, it will be give some message like that. Okay, your component get created successfully. For example, if you see the starting create lightning web component, the directory first lightning web component, these are the some different bundle. If you see my LWC component will be stored under force-app main default under LWC. Just I created this component, right? This is my particular component. If I expand this one, by default, so many components are created by default. but I created only one component only. But inside, n number of files are there. What is this HTML.js, .metadata.xml? These all are we call as bundle. See, whenever you create any LWC component or anything, by default, the sales tools come up with some kind of bundle. What are the bundles came into the picture means HTML, CSS, Java-metadata.xml, then CSS, SVG. But CSS, SVG by default won't come. CSS, SVG, it won't come default. By default, it will come HTML, JS, and JS-metadata.xml. These only come. If you see, whenever we create a component, it will be give only 3 file extensions: HTML, JS, then metadata.xml. Okay, JS-metadata.xml. These are the only bundles are come whenever you create any component. For example, if you have to be add any CSS extensions or anything, you have to be click on new file. You have to be enter your component name. For example, if you have to be create some CS file, some kind of thing, you have to be enter .css. You have to be create manually .css or SVG kind of thing. You have to be created. I kept comma, but it's not comma, it's dot. Okay, you have to be create. This is a CSS file. Okay, but what are the required bundle means .js only the required bundle. Okay, these all are bundles are available whenever you create Lightning component. The components will be .html, .js, .metadata xml. Okay, these all are different bundles are available. Clear, guys? Okay, first of all, what is this HTML? HTML defines the markup. Markup means UI, user interface. Here JS. JS file having two statements. Okay. Import is being used to import any of the ECMAScript module. Another thing is import and exports will be there. JS module file having two different statements, import and export. Import is being used to import any of the ECMAScript module. Export is nothing but export the current file as an ECMAScript module. Then metadata.xml, js.metadata.xml. Okay, this file determines the version, description, as well as where your component need to be used. For example, if your component need to be used on your record page or home page, app page, you have to be defined. Then only your particular component is visible under there. If you not define here, you cannot use this particular component. For example, let me show you. If I go to js.meta.xml, it will give the API version, then description, as well as you can define some targets where you have to define your component. According to the target, you can use this particular component in anywhere. Okay. Here, what is this 𝐒𝐥_exposed? This is the true or false statement. 𝐒𝐥_exposed attributes control the access of your component. If you define 𝐒𝐥_exposed equal to true, the component is available for all the orgs. For example, if you define 𝐒𝐥_exposed equal to false, a component is available only within your org only. Within your org only. CSS means, I told you that CSS and SVG we can create separately. CSS means apply any custom style your component, you can use CSS. SVG means if you want to add any custom icons or anything, that time you can use SVG. These are the different bundles are available in Lightning Web Component. Okay, here what are the required component within this LWC component means the JavaScript, JS.js and JS metadata XML. These are two only the required component in LWC. Okay, these two components only the required component in LWC. Clear? Guys, do you have any doubts so far? Because the course content, what are the topics to be covered in LWC means, we will be teach all the concepts from base level to advanced level. We will not skip any concept also. Whatever concepts in there in LWC. Okay, LWC lightning web component hooks, then okay, here the events, then okay, then here some decorators, okay, then we can use the events life cycle hook, LMS for each and everything. Apart from that, we'll be teach some HTML and JavaScript also. Okay, guys, do you have any doubts or need any clarifications?
ఇందులో ఆరా ఏమన్నా ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతుందా?
Yeah, in this course, Aura not much involved, but some basic features will be teach. Okay, because VS Code not much Aura involved in this LWC course. Will be teach and focus only on LWC. But Aura some of okay 10 to 20% because okay LW okay Lightning component library is there. Let me show you. These are the tags Lightning component library. Whenever we teach Lightning component library, that time will be teach both Aura and LWC. Okay. Because of some of the features are not available in Aura, but most of features available in LWC. Okay, here. The tags here, the accommodation is there. Accommodation in this is in Aura, but accommodation also there. Here, Lightning Web Component. Okay, but what are the features are not available in Aura? Whatever features are available in LWC, that we will be teach. But programmatically, we will be not teach much on this particular course on Aura. Within the Salesforce training, the complete training will be teach Aura, but this particular training, especially for LWC, not much focus on Aura. It will be more and more focus on LWC. The duration of this particular course, it will be take around 30 hours. Because within 30 hours we will be teach HTML, JavaScript, what really require for this LWC, that part only will be teach. Yeah. Guys, do you have any further questions?
So is it more focused on back end, or will you focus more on front end HTML, CSS?
Both will be covered.
Mhm. Okay.
Because backend is also required, the Salesforce data model and everything, right, in Apex. Okay, how we have to
Okay.
be called the imperatively, how we can call Apex class using decorators, everything will be covered. Backend part also should be there.
Okay.
Because the Salesforce have the data model, right, how we can perform DML operation using the particular okay front end as well as back end, both will be covered in this part of training.
Okay.
Okay.
Will we get the recordings?
Yes, each class will be recorded, that you will be get lifetime access.
Okay.
Yeah, all concepts will be teach from base level to advanced level. If you do not have any programming experience or anything, no need to worry. Okay, will be teach from base level to advanced level. Okay, each and every day will be teach for each concept will be teach two to three real time scenarios, as well as we will give some task assignment, as well as we will be conduct some mock interviews. Everything will be covered in this part of training. Okay. Do you have any further questions?
So can I understand approximately how many days, like 30 hours in the sense, can you conduct within 15-20 days, or is it more than 30 days?
But if you guys are okay, I will be take 1.5 hour class each day. Okay, that's depending on you. But as of now, I have in your mind, okay, 1 hour per day or 1.5 hour like that.
Okay.
Okay, in that case, we'll be cover training within 30 days, within a
Okay.
month itself. Because it's really require 30 days of training, because
Mm-hmm.
have to be cover all the concepts along with the project explanation and everything, right?
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have any further questions? Okay. If
That's
not,
it for now.
okay, fine. Okay. If not, we will be stopped for today's demo. Okay. As we are planning the regular batch, most probably the next week. Further more information, please contact the SVTech sir. Okay. Yeah. Thanks everyone. Thanks for your time. Have a good day. Bye.